At the beginning of episode 8, we're shown a fascinating and long-awaited reveal, the original cast of the digital circus. This moment immediately shifts how we understand the entire story, because it finally gives us a glimpse into the very first group of people who entered this strange, artificial world. Alongside this reveal, concept art shared by one of the show's artists adds even more depth, helping us understand not just how these characters look, but why they look the way they do. As we begin analyzing the scene, we notice 5 main characters, including one familiar face, Scratch, who had already been teased before. Alongside him are Queenie and Kinger, which is surprising because many assumed the circus only ever had a maximum of 6 residents at a time. This assumption came from how newer characters replaced older ones, like Pomni replacing Kaufmo. However, the original lineup challenges that idea and suggests the system may be more complex. Based on in-universe clues, all of these characters entered the digital circus in 1999, which strongly hints that they were part of the earliest testing phase. Right away, the focus is placed on Scratch, who appears confused and desperate, trying to understand where he is. Interestingly, while his dialogue is muted in some versions, a translated hint reveals he was asking how to escape and what this place even is. That alone tells us something crucial. Even though Scratch was a key developer, he had no idea what he was stepping into. As we dig deeper into Scratch's character, we learn from Kinger that he was not just any developer, he was a genius. His ideas were incredibly advanced, often so abstract that even his own team struggled to understand them. This brilliance, however, came with a cost. Scratch was suffering from a serious illness, a brain tumor that was likely terminal. This detail becomes extremely important when we consider his fate. In the digital circus, physical death isn't possible, but mental collapse. Abstraction is. Scratch was the first to reach that state, which raises an important question: was it just his personality, or did his real-world illness somehow affect his mind inside the simulation? Looking at other characters who display distorted behaviors, it's possible that real-world conditions carry over in unexpected ways. Scratch's design also tells its own story. Inspired by early computer mascots like a small cartoon dog, his form went through multiple variations, from a simple animal to something more human-like with clothing. Ultimately, his final look is minimal, just a red shirt, which might symbolize how stripped down or unstable his identity became. His similarities to later characters, like animal traits and simple outfits, suggest that his ideas directly influenced the system that creates avatars. In a way, Scratch didn't just enter the digital circus, he helped shape its rules. In fact, there are already hints suggesting that Ribbit will have a much bigger role in the upcoming episodes. Voice actor information has recently been revealed, which is a strong indication that the character will not simply appear in a short flashback scene. Usually, when a show introduces a major voice actor, it means the character will have significant dialogue and influence on the plot. This leads many fans to believe that Ribbit may actually return as a fully active character within the circus. If that happens, it could start a chain reaction.